शं नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शं नो भवत्वर्यमा शं नो इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः वेदमनुच्चाचार्यो अन्तेवासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमारित्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्से सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यानि अन्यवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यानि अस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये के चास्मृच्छयागुंसो ब्राह्मणा तेषां त्वया शनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयम् श्रिया देयम् रिया देयम् भिया देयम् संविदा देयम् अथ ते यदि कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणा सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्तः अलुक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथा अथा वाक्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणा सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्तः अलुक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथा एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एष वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।
शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। Respected Sri Honorable Justice Sri P.N. Bhagwati Ji, respected Sri Kantishan Shroff, respected Chancellor Madam Dr. Murani Devi Pua, respected Sri Kanak Tiwari, other dignitaries present here, principals, teachers of various education institutions, the brilliant students who are going to be felicitated today, other students, their friends present here, their parents present here, dear friends. On behalf of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Memorial Vadodara, it's my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to this afternoon, this great function, that is felicitation of brilliant students. We are extremely fortunate. Every year we hold such types of functions But this time is a different, where we have got a special guest like Shri P.N. Bhagwati ji. You might have heard about him a lot. He is not only a celebrity of India, but of the whole world. I'll just give a brief introduction about him. Though time being short, I will have to be brief, though his biography is quite large, but I will speak just a few points. Justice Bhagwati is one of the most distinguished jurists of India since the independence of our country. He presided over the Supreme Court of India as its Chief Justice until his retirement. Under his leadership, the Indian Supreme Court has developed comprehensive human rights jurisprudence for India. He, through creative interpretation, expanded the reach and context of human rights embodied in the Constitution. He has been a member of the United Nations Human Rights Committee since last 14 years. He has been the most visible member of India's judiciary since independence. His reputation and his impact through his judicial and legal aid work is so enormous that the public response has been quite phenomenal. For example, a village where the tribal people benefited from his judgment renamed the village after him, calling it Bhagwati Puram. You can just imagine the impact that he has made on the tribals. He has been nominated as the honorary member of the New York Bar Association, which is the strongest bar association in the United States. He is the first Asian to be conferred this honor. He was the Chancellor of the Hyderabad University. He is at present the Chancellor of Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri Rashtriya Sanskrit Vidyapith, which is the premier Sanskrit university in India. You will never get such a combination, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and also the Chancellor of a Sanskrit university, knowing so much of Sanskrit, quoting verses after verses from the Indian scriptures, and now he is going to write a book on Indian culture and spirituality and Indian culture heritage. He is just going to write a book as a rare combination. Justice Bhagwati has been the recipient of a large number of awards and prizes for his distinguished services in the field of law and justice, including the nation's highest civilian award of Padma Vibhushan conferred upon him by the President of India. But I think that award is too small for him. Even Bharat Ratna would be too small for him, as I told in the morning, because he is not only Bharat Ratna, but he is a Vishwa Ratna, the jewel of the whole world, and the whole world recognizes his contribution, particularly in the field of human rights. So we are very, very fortunate that Honorable Justice P.N. Bhagwati is with us as the chief guest, and we will have the privilege of listening to his words of wisdom. We also have with us Sri Kanak Tiwari, who is a senior advocate of the Chhattisgarh High Court. He has come all the way from Raipur. He has been holding the position of chairman of so many organizations like MP Laghu Udyog Nigam, MP Housing Board, with status as a cabinet minister, state coordinator of many organizations, standing council of many organizations like Indian Railway, Bhilai Steel Plant, etc. He has been the author of many books. For example, Samvidhan Ka Sach, most of his books are in Hindi. Samvidhan Ka Sach, Mera Gandhi, Fir Se Hind Swaraj, Kaal Inme Thehar Gaya Hai. These are some of the books that he has written. He has edited about 90 books and monographs on Gandhi, Vivekananda, Subhas Bose, Ghalib, and several other intellectuals and freedom fighters. He has been a frequent contributor to various journals and newspapers. He has been a member of Supreme Court Bar Association, Chhattisgarh High Court Bar Association of India, Indian Law Institute, New Delhi, etc. But most important of all these things is he is a great admirer of the ideology of Swami Vivekananda. In fact, I don't know how the circuit people came to know, circuit house people came to know, the room that he has given is Vivekananda Kaksh. As today I found when I was going to receive him, even the circuit house people, they could realize from the vibration this fellow seems to be from Swami Vivekananda. So he has given, they have given the name, they have decided, given in the room Vivekananda Kaksh. And he has been associated with Ramakrishna Mission for last more than 40 years. Our ashrama, there is, as you know, we have 172 branch centers all over the world. Ramakrishna Math Mission, which is headquartered in Velumat, and one of the branch centers is in Raipur, which is now in Chhattisgarh, previously it was Madhya Pradesh. And with our Raipur Ashrama, Sri Tiwari ji has been very closely associated. So we are very fortunate that Sri Tiwari ji is with us today for this function, and he is also going to speak a few words of wisdom to all the students. We extend a very hearty welcome to him. All of you are aware, all of you know also our Chancellor Madam Dr. Mrs. Mrinalini Pawar, who has been frequently coming to our ashrama's functions, and as a Chancellor also, you know, being students, you must have heard about her, you must have seen her in her various other functions. For us, she is special, not only because she is the Chancellor of Maharaja Sayaji University of Baroda, but she belongs to the royal family of Gaikwad. And as you know, as I told last time also, Maharaja Sayaji Rao Gaikwad, from that family, Dr. Mrinalini Pawar is coming. When Swami Vivekananda came, you might be aware that our ashrama is situated at Dilaram Bungalow, just near the railway station, opposite Circuit House. That Dilaram Bungalow is special because in that Dilaram Bungalow, in April 1892, Swami Vivekananda himself came while he was traveling all over the country before going to America to participate in the Chicago Parliament of Religions, World's Parliament of Religions. He was traveling all over the country, and he spent maximum time in Gujarat out of all the other provinces that he traveled at that time. And the last leg of his journey of Gujarat was in Baroda. From here he went to Bombay, on to Mahabaleshwar, on to South India, on to Kanyakumari, and there he decided that I will cross the ocean and spread the message of Vedanta and bring Western science and technology from the Western countries in exchange of the Vedantic knowledge that I will be giving. So Swami Vivekananda, when he came to Baroda, he stayed as the guest of the then Diwan Manibhai Jashbhai in that Dilaram bungalow. And that is why we have been requesting the government of Gujarat to hand over this bungalow to us. So on 18th April 2005, we finally received this historic Dilaram bungalow,